Hey guys, Gabe here, that guy Breadstick, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Crystal, or not Pokemon Crystal, Pokemon Sacred Gold Nuzlocke. Last episode, we made our way over to Olivine City, and we lost a lot of teammates last episode. But now we have added in a few new teammates, so I want to go ahead and introduce, or do a little update on exactly what we were discussing over here and what our new team is going to look like. But first, I'm going to go ahead and unregister both of these. So, I'm going to have the good rod set. But let's go ahead and introduce our new team. So the first one we have is we have like three not newcomers, Darwin, Fabi, and Spoon. But I put Ricardo on the team. I think the Brock Bug will probably do some good, and I think Ricardo can have some pretty good move sets and abilities for this. Or, what's his ability? I don't even know. Battle armor. Yeah, so it's protected against critical hits, so that's gonna be really good for us. So we don't have to necessarily get hit pretty hard. Pacific, with the water icing ability. I know that's a little bit of a overlap with Glaceon, but it was bound to happen at this point. Like, if I put a water type on my team, it was bound to happen with Glaceon, with Darwin, but it's fine. Darwin has been like a good Pokemon for me for this series. So I really don't want to get rid of Darwin as much as possible. And then we have Lily, which I found out that Roserade is just 10 times better than moveset wise than Cradily, so that's what I'm gonna go with. And I don't want to be like Grass. I don't know, Grass Rock is kind of a weird typing compared to Grass Poison. I have the access to poison moves with Cradily with Roserade on my team. But without further ado, guys, let's keep moving. I'm gonna get at least 3 Pokemon this episode, with going back to Ecruteak, catching one in Olivine, catching one on Route 40, and I think that's gonna be the 3 Pokemon that I get for this episode. In the next episode, I think I'm gonna tackle getting to Cyanwood and possibly getting to the Whirl Islands. I don't know, because I don't know exactly when I get Whirlpool, and I'm pretty sure I need Whirlpool to get to the Whirl Islands. So I'll have to check whenever I get to that. But I think there's only a couple Pokemon that I can actually get here in Ecruteak City. I think one of them is just another water type, just in case if something goes south. That will probably be a good physical attacker for the team, which is good with Ice Beam, because Ice Beam is a physical attacker move. So this would be technically my encounter here, which is a Poliwag, which is exactly what I wanted, and a level 30 Poliwag at that too, so he'd be team ready if I needed to just like plop him down. But this is not good because I only have 5 Pokeballs, but I think I have enough Pokeballs to where, there we go. I was like, I think I have enough Pokeballs to get me through this. It's a girl. I'm trying to think of what to name this Poliwrath. That's the potential Poliwrath. Probably end up putting it on my team at some point. You know what? I'm gonna name you Bella for the Bella twins. I know that's not boxing, which is kind of what Poliwhirl's design. Not necessarily his design, but he looks like he'd be a boxer. But he could also be a wrestler. So I'm gonna go. With Chuck, I feel like Chuck does kind of resemble Poliwrath a little bit, so I think that's the direction I'm gonna take it. But I am gonna do the Lighthouse this episode, because I can get that extra XP. I know I can go just straight up to the top, but I think I'd rather do this to get the XP to help me with Chuck instead. But I think, honestly, if I can just get my Alakazam to work well with me, we should be good to go. But I know this little patch right here is actually pretty difficult to get the only Pokemon that wouldn't be a dupe. So let's see what we can do here. I'm not gonna get too many Pokeballs, because I don't want to be too broke. Actually, I think I could probably get 20. And that should be good for this episode specifically. If I don't use them all. Hopefully I don't. Alright. And I'm just gonna kind of speed up through this. Honestly, it's not even worth finding these Magikarp. They're not going to give me good XP. So I'm just gonna kind of run and just rinse and repeat, you know? Because encounters are gonna be my new friend here. Even if they're water type, which I was kind of funny, like, I just needed a good water type for Surf, because a lot of my water types weren't special attackers, which Surf is a special attack move, which I didn't want. I love how with this ROM hack, Magikarp is actually not 100% useless. But it's kind of interesting. I mean, I guess with newer games, he does get some sort of attacking move beforehand, which is kind of interesting. Okay, there we go. That's the encounter I wanted. There we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring back the nickname Lights. I did like Lights in our Pokemon, Diamond and Pearl Egg Lock, Cage Lock. So I'm gonna bring back Lights here. And I want to get the Route 40 one. I just don't know if it's better to surf it, or if it's better to fishing rod it. So I'm gonna check real quick, so I'm not too dumb here. Pokemon locations. Let's see. So with the Good Rod, I could get a Staryu, Finny, and a Corsola. And with the Surf, I can get a Wingull, Tentacool, Pelipper, Tentacruel, or Phione. I think it's just better, straight better, and so I don't get a Finian. Because that would be the only Pokemon I could fish up. And I don't even think Finian would be the best Pokemon we can get here, because Finian's base stat total is 330. I mean, Illuminian's base stat total is 460 with a with a pretty decent speed. But everything else is just kind of shit. I think I'd rather just try to get that Pelipper or Tentacruel. I mean, Water Poison wouldn't be a bad type. In case something happens. And even then, I can still go for a Pelipper here, which would be Water Flying. And I guess we get the Wingull for the Pelipper. If I can catch it. That'd be the biggest portion here, is trying to catch this thing. Alright, come on. Am I gonna have to switch to sleep? I don't want to switch to sleep it. Alright, come on. There we go. I was like, I really don't want to have to switch to sleep it. Ooh, it's a boy. I'm gonna name it Pico. That's like, I feel like you kind of have to name it Pico based off of Mr. Brighty's Pico and Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. Because that's just kind of the vibes that I get from that Pokemon. Like, I don't see any other name fitting for a Wingull compared to Pico. And that's kind of my thought process on that. But let's keep moving. And let's head inside. Oh, Volkner's here. I really don't want to lead your dialogue. It's the TM73. Thunderwave. Okay. I guess. Okay. Knocked out. And my goal this episode is just kind of sweep through this, which would be very, very, very good for me if we can. I think the Surf should kill it. Perfect. Then Pacific, being as hard hitting as Pacific is, that is a good reason why I wanted this on my team. So now, ooh, you have a Crawdon. Okay. I think Lily could do this. Let's see. Let's go. Now, when I get it to a Roserade, it's not going to be a heavy hitter, but it should be pretty good for setup. Even though y'all know I'm not one for setup at all. It will probably be used and good for setup. Which, I mean, that's kind of where we're going to have to go with this one, honestly. Alright. Ooh, Ninetales. That's not a good look for us. Let's switch out. Oh, you safeguarded? I mean, it didn't matter. You're dead, but that was just interesting. Nidoking. Water Poison. I should be able to get done with the Surf. Oh, you had Double Kick. I forgot about that. I forgot Stoneland had Double Kick. It wasn't very good on my Stoneland, but it was fine. I do want to grab this Pokeball, though. Steel Wing. That'd be great if I had a flying type, but I don't think I do. Do I have a flying type? Yeah, no, I don't have a flying type. No wonder I've been struggling to get past back and forth places. Ooh, rare candy. Let's go ahead and plop that on Ricardo. Because I really don't want to deal with you being leveled up. Because once Ricardo becomes level 40, that will be a good thing for us. Because I really don't want to deal with that. I do kind of like that you have to go through that little cave area in order to get to the next portion. I think that's pretty interesting. I want to Giga Drain you to get some of my health back. Or get all of my health back. Pelipper. I mean, I'm not going to be able to do super effective damage, but I should... Okay. One tap. Damn it. Oh, okay. We should be okay. Alright. I probably should just not send out you for a lot of the rest of these battles. Which I'm completely fine with. I mean, look, right here. 4 times weak. Or not 4 times. Yeah, Dragon Flying, right? Dragon Flying. I could be wrong. Alright. I'm really hoping you don't have double dance. Or not double dance. Close combat. Close combat would absolutely suck. Which it doesn't seem like you do, so I should be able to get away with this. Aerial Ace. Darwin is getting dangerously low. This is what I'm worried about. I am worried about a battle that I do not want any part in. Which I feel like is gonna happen sometime soon. And I just don't see any of my Pokemon outspeeding. Pear Song. Okay. Oh, shit. I don't know what Pear Song does. I just saw 3 hits. Let me see. All Pokemon on the field when Pear Song is used gain a Perish count, except Pokemon with the ability Soundproof and Pokemon that already have a Perish count. Starting at 4. Its Perish count is removed. Okay. Okay, so I swapped out, so I'm chilling here. That's what I was worried about. Okay. Oh, okay. That's great. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen. God fucking damn it, dude. I wasn't going to be able to hit it with anything super effective to get me past it, which was what was unfortunate. But I mean, I guess I'm going to use a Cradilly. I guess that was inevitable. Alright. Open the gate for me. Thank you. Oh, now you gave me a super potion. God fucking damn it, dude. I hate some things about Pokemon, especially these ROM hacks. But I think, guys, for the next playthrough that I'm going to do, because Crystal is ending this week, I think for my next playthrough, what I plan on doing is I am not going to do, and like, especially with ROM hacks, besides maybe Blaze Bolt and Volt White, or whatever, yeah, Blaze Black, Volt White, I think that's what it's called. I'm not going to use any, I'm not going to do, Nuzlocke. It's just too stressful for me, and I don't know, we'll see what happens. Like, I don't even know, man. I've already lost, it's not even the 5th gym, and I've already lost a good 15 Pokemon. This is not very fun. Alright, I'm gonna just add you to the team. And I think we're gonna end the episode off there. I'm gonna have to do some off-camera training to get you up, because it's not looking good for the team right now. But with that being said, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, hit that notification bell once you do join that Reddit for time. Make sure to check my other channels in the description below. Make sure to check my Twitch, my Discord, and my other social media. But besides that, we'll see you guys next time. Peace out, my friends.